Yo, boy. Woo! Yes, man. Definitely, y'all need to get down with the get down when you want to be with a station to let you be who you are in a place where you can be at underground. This is where it is. Hip hop, podcasting, and all that other stuff right here at S.TREET Media. And this is once again back where we belong, the Trip Over Radio Show. And your boy Will BK, the king of mischief. Mischief and other mischievous shit and, freaky, deaky stuff and all that other stuff that comes with it in between. That's what we do. Also, here with me as usual, the king of kink, underground kink, the kinkiest kinkster that I can kinkly know, Hardy Brooklyn.
Thank you, Will BK.
What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Doing good. It's been a great week. Can't wait to go camping this weekend.
Where you going camping at?
Some place in Rockaways.
Oh, out there by Rockaway Beach?
No, some island out there. We're going to go camping to do some kind of like weird old boating floating thing.
Oh, okay. It's not no nude beach. I don't really care.
Definitely not nude. I think it's going to be a little too chilly for that.
Okay, it could be shit, man. I don't know, man, because,
It's supposed to be like 63, man. I think that more like I'll be freezing in the water.
Well, if the motherfucking polar bears can go out there on New Year's Day when it's below zero and they get in their skivvies and their little
but they got
Speedos, they can go. You can do something in 60-degree weather.
Yeah, I guess.
Shit, man. You have to excuse me. I feel like I got a mouth of dick, but I can't. It's because I got these teeth.
No, you got a mouth of dick.
Yeah, so if it sounds like my mouth is full, then sorry, but I can't help that. I hate these fucking things, but I gotta get used to them. Right. Okay, I'll get used to them. I hate these things, but I'll get used to them. Anyway. Let's see. We were going to do some trippy news. Where was the stuff? Stuck and shit.
Where to start? Oh, my God.
I know. Ma. I don't know what's going on with those. Anyway. What was that? You belching. I'm going, ma. So I have to keep doing that because I get used to these fucking teeth. Anyway. So look like Sambo. Anyway, that's come on, Hardy, you're just crazy ass. Anyway, well, your man Donald Trump. Two things about Trump. First thing, this dick sandwich has got nominated recently. It was in Daily Mail. He just got nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize.
He gets nominated every year almost.
For the Nobel Peace Prize.
But he's been nominated before.
Not for the Nobel Peace Prize.
No?
No, maybe like some Nobel piece of ass, but not no Nobel Peace
Prize.
No,
I'm pretty sure he was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize before and didn't make it to the even to the short list.
Because I think what it is that he arranged arranged the peace summit between Israel and the Arab motherfuckers.
He didn't arrange the peace summit. There was no peace summit. There was a financial agreement that says we're going to allow direct flights and we're going to allow your airlines to fly into our country and you're going to allow your airline to fly into my country.
Well, there's apparently some peace agreement that they felt, that the guy at the UN felt that as a result of bridging that gap, because no other of the American presidents before him were able to even get them that close where they at least made some type of arrangement.
I personally don't think that we as a country or anybody from here had that much effort on a financial decision. This is allowing people to travel back and forth by airplane on direct flight, which just makes more money. It's a financial thing.
Well, I don't understand how this motherfucker could go ahead and broker some peace deal between these two countries when he can't stop two black women from fighting over a pair of stolen shorts at Walmart. But yeah,
well, that's what I mean. He doesn't.
He wants to bring law and order and shit. Why don't you just get the guardian fucking angels in there instead of bringing the National Guard in there or something? I don't know why he has to go so hard on them and shit. And then also, other story about Trump. Did you see about the thing that flew out of his nose during a recent press conference he was doing?
No, I did not hear about that one.
This would happen within probably the last 72 hours. He was talking, and while he was talking, the camera caught a white particle fly out of his nose. It wasn't like it was snot, but it was definitely like something hard that flew out of his nose, and it was white. So they were saying it was either Adderall or it was cocaine. So, but if you go to YouTube, you can go ahead and see it. He's talking, and you just see the white thing just shoot out of his mouth. Just one thing. And I know he saw it, but he wasn't going to react to it. So what do you say about that one?
That's a big thing to get stuck in your nose. I mean, that's a lot of cocaine.
I mean, when I used to do it, when I used to do it, I mean, sometimes when you
That would burn a nice little hole. I think
Well,
the blood would follow.
yeah, but the thing about it, if you don't chop it up really good, if you don't break it up really good, sometimes it'll cake up, and then you still have residual pieces and chunks up your nose. So that's if you pick your nose, you might get a big chunk of gooey. But so I understand. But damn, I'm telling you. He definitely does not represent for the users of the world. If you're getting caught out there in press conferences,
I don't know. It's the second Trump one.
So he's a real dick sandwich. Also, now I don't know if you I don't know how much of hip hop that you follow. Like Joe Buddens, he's recently also in the news right now because he's going through court proceedings with Sin Santana, who is one of the featured actresses, if you want to call them featured actresses, on one of the episodes of Love and Hip Hop New York, because they used to date. And she's got, in her court proceedings, I think she filed this a few months ago, but in her court proceedings, she had said that not only to Tahiri, that's another chick from Love and Hip Hop. She said it was abusive to her, and Tahiri said Joe Buddens was abusive to her, but also with Sin, she's saying that I guess not only was he somewhat abusive to her, but he also masturbated his dog for him. His dog doesn't have a partner, so in the court documents, she had mentioned that Joe Buddens was masturbating his dog.
That's a wacko fetish, man.
I'm saying,
that's a new one,
it's
man.
Funny.
It is funny, but come on, man. What the fuck?
But you have to look at him. He looks like it's not looking something that you would just be like, get the fuck out of here. You actually could look at him and be like, maybe.
I could. Maybe. Let me tell you, I've seen a lot of crazy fetishes. That one is definitely up there, like beating off your dog.
I'm saying, why do people? I know you're not in the bestiality, but I know your people in bestiality. What is the allure with like house pets, whether it's cats or dogs or gerbils or hamsters?
Tons of reasons. Like, I knew a guy that did things with his dog because that was the only thing he had access to, and that was what was warm and comforting to him when he was growing up. His little dog would cuddle up with him every night when he went to bed. That was comfortable, and he would lick him, and he just happened to lick him in other places, that got him off and got him aroused, and that was, life.
I dig that he really loves them, but that's it's very unusual because any pent up frustration, like it says in the court documents, he's there to accommodate whatever it needs to be released.
Yeah, you're that. Get a quick licking from your dog,
I mean,
put a little peanut butter on, you good to go.
I mean, I can imagine being his partner, being Sin, and you actually caught him, watching you
beat off the dog.
Beat off the dog. I'm like, what do you? I mean,
Kodak moment, baby.
Do you just do you wipe him off, or
you just take some pictures, man, because that's like a memorable moment.
Oh my God! I wish you would have. I wish you would have took a selfie of that. That would have been some funny shit. That'd have been some funny shit. But But like I said,
We'll find somebody to be on the show that wants to whack off a dog or a cat.
Okay. Now, I one time when I was younger, I know that I didn't whack off a cat, but I put my hand under like the belly, under, and I rubbed it. And when I was young and I was going through the stretch, I was a young man and I wasn't getting much action. But I did that. That was
That was what? Rubbing a cat's belly.
It made the tail do like this. It was doing like this. So I could see how certain animals are attracted to the allure of the touch and the stroke and stuff like that. So I can see that. Definitely can see that. What do I know? You know. So let's see what else is going on. The health department is saying, if you didn't know this, the health department is saying that if you plan on having sex during COVID-19, that you should go ahead and get kinky, and you should also be creative and utilize the walls to get off.
Yeah, so basically what they're saying is if you want to do pickup sex or have sex with a questionable partner, not your everyday safe partner or people in your pod circle, but if you want to expand your play life and engage in some of the things that used to be engaged in the past, then glory holes are in.
Glory holes. I mean, because the thing about it is that they try to downplay, anything that requires you using fluid, whether it's kissing, of course, going down, spit play, sweat.
Lots of saran wrap.
Yeah, so all of those different things they try to talk you out of doing. So they definitely encourage
Protection in every level.
protection and just being more creative.
And wearing masks. Like, there's tons of cool masks you can use.
Yeah, but they don't want you to use those. They don't even want you to breathe on. They don't want you to breathe on.
You can put a mask that covers your whole head completely, man, with a vibrator out the front. That would be perfect.
Well, now so you're talking about toys and stuff like that. I'm saying, but there's got to be. I mean, there definitely has to be other ways that you can be creative. I don't know if it could be different.
Cut a hole in a shower curtain.
Cut a hole in a shower curtain. It could be something different.
Do you like those big those check pouring places where they just have like holes where basically it's just the girl's parts are out?
Maybe cut a hole in a pillow. Cut a hole in a pillow on one side and the other side. Maybe stick your dick in the pillow. I mean, at least it might prevent the moisture, but at least you'll have some type of barrier.
Or just keep your pants on.
What kind of shit is that? Nobody wants to keep your pants on when,
Unzip the fly, keep the pants on, baby.
I mean, we might have to take it back to the old school and just, give them the second urinal special, where
hole in the sheet, baby.
You have to bring that clap back. Well, your pants are still on. You have to bring that clap back. Shit, if you can't do it natural.
Let me tell you, though, I think the fashion for that whole world is going to change to be amazing. I think what we're in for is going to be some crazy outfits that are going to basically highlight some new fetishes that are going to come out.
Like what kind of fetishes do you think what kind of outfits do you think that they're going to be, that we should be preparing for or looking out for?
I think like the zip-on all-in-one suits, those are going to be pretty popular with like different kinds of holes and openings that like have built-in, things.
I don't think. Well, yeah, I definitely think that. The thing about it, like we said before, definitely what's going to be picking up again are going to be sex toys, like sex dolls, stuff like that. Those things are really
full body morph suit with like saran wrap type of material for the crotch area, so you can go down on someone. That would be perfect.
Yeah. Well, yes, that definitely could be. Definitely could be, but definitely. So, like I said, that was from your health department, and which they felt that that's a different way that you can go. You just got to definitely be more creative and whatnot. So those are a couple of things. So check that out. Also, there is a website which I did not get the website. I will tell you what the website is before the night goes on. But there is an underground website. I know that it's a company out of Canada, if I'm not mistaken. There's an underground website that lets you buy any drug that you want. It's an underground drug site. So that means not only can you get your different type of you can get your different type of regular medication, that you might want to get your Adderall, or you want to get your Percocets or stuff like that. You can get your weed and hash and whatnot. But you can also get cocaine. You can get Adderall. You can get X, Molly, all of these different things you can get from this one particular site. And I did not get the website. What's the name of the website?
I don't know. I couldn't find it.
Oh goodness gracious! Hello. Well, no, it is there. So what do you say? While I'm doing that, but I'm saying. So what do you think? What do you think of that idea that you're able to?
I think if it's safe and good quality, that and it's a reputable company, that would be amazing. Because right now, like when you buy cocaine on the street, or you buy meth, or you buy any drugs, you don't know what it's cut with, and every time it's cut with something different, and to know that that's a safe source, and like I can get like, an 8 ball of cocaine, and I'm not getting an 8 ball of meth.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great.
Well, yeah,
and I'd like to be able to get constant ecstasy. That would be amazing too.
And then the thing about it is that, and then I don't, then I think you, then I don't think that you're going to be going through because it's coming through mail. So I don't.
If we still have a post office.
Well, if we still have a post office, right? Absolutely. So that's.
But that's a problem. But that concerns me now. That if it's coming through mail is the safest way, but now if it's going through a third-party carrier, what are they doing to my mail?
Well, that definitely is true. But so I think so. It's definitely something that it's going to be screening. I think probably is going to be it is called Silk Road. Silk Road. So that is the site. Go to Silk Road. It's a digital black market company. And like I said, it specializes. If you go into that site, and I got this from Wired. If you go on there, you can go ahead and you can look and touch on and see what you can order. I don't know anyone that has ordered from there, but if you have, please give us a call. Let us know what it's like.
Send us a message.
Send us a message. So it's like the Amazon. So look at it as I describe it. It's the Amazon of drugs. So
sweet.
So everything that you need, you can definitely get it there. But from what I understand, it does have its limits. You're not going to find any weapon. You won't find any weapons grade plutonium, for example, in terms of stuff like that. And it says anything whose purpose is to harm or defraud, such as stolen credit cards, assassination weapons, or mass destruction. They're not really going to be into stuff like that. But I guess from what they're saying, it's a reputable place if you want to, buy acid or, certain type of drugs. Silk Road definitely is the place that you want to go for all your drug needs. I'm gonna have to look into that. You never know when you could you need a stash or something from somewhere. And like I said, you don't know. Going to the wrong person asking for something will definitely get you killed, hurt, stabbed, shot, arrested, or any of those things. So you definitely want.
And those things are small times that they happen, but most of the time you're not gonna get the shit you want to buy. So that's the best reason to try out this place.
Okay. Now, Hardy. Now you're an intelligent man. You're pretty much almost like a whiz through the world of kink and stuff. Now I'm just realizing. Actually, I just read this information from BusinessInsider.com that there are 11 type of sexualities, and I guess in the world of I want to say kink. But in terms of personalities of sexual status, there are 11 different known personalities. Are you familiar with those?
I don't know all of them. I mean, I know that everybody has different kinds of sexualities.
There's, let's see, like some of them that we went through is pansexual. Are you familiar with pansexual and bisexuality can often be used interchangeably. According to the Webster's, pansexuality is of relating to or characterized by sexual desire or attraction that is not limited to people of a particular gender or sexual orientation. Sometimes identifying as pansexual can sometimes be due to generational differences, stuff like that. So it really doesn't matter if you're, bi or pan. Some people I think it's more like fluid. I believe. Is that sound that right?
I would say so.
I guess, Of course, there's the ones that we do know about. Bisexual, yeah,
Asexual.
asexual, gay, of course.
Allosexual.
Which one?
Allosexual.
Allosexual. What's allosexual?
Allosexual is the converse to asexuality. It means you have sexual attraction and desire sex.
What?
According to Leclerc.
It
Hugh
means
Hefner was allosexual.
allosexual. It means that you have sexual attraction and desire.
You just
sex.
desire sex.
So you're just not getting anything. You're just in the.
It's rooted in the asexual community.
Yeah. Okay, I guess. And heterosexual, everyone knows what heterosexual is. It's just often known as being straight, or you look straight, but there's something. I don't know. It's like something. Looks like you're straight, but there's something anal about you. I guess. Like Burt Reynolds was an early heterosexual.
Yeah.
Cat. Well, the only reason why I say Burt Reynolds because the picture of him is under heterosexual. So
He was the definition of masculinity.
Macho man. I guess like a macho man. You'd say he's a macho man. Well, not macho. Well, yeah, I guess he personified macho man at that time.
And you got the homosexual.
Well, the homosexual. Those. Everyone. And now monosexual. Monosexual is attracted to one gender. Lesbian or gay can fall under this category, which makes sense.
Right, but you can be monosexual and heterosexual.
Can you?
That's the next sentence in the article.
Oh, so I guess so. And of course, polysexual. Polysexual means to be attracted to many different types of genders, but not all genders, according to Mr. Robinson.
So what is it if you're attracted to all genders?
I don't know. Is there a sexual category for that?
Probably in the A's.
But that would have been asexual, right? Wouldn't it have been? And of course, it's queer. They have queer. So what's the difference between queer and gay? Well, queer, according to this, is a catch-call term that encompasses any identity outside of.
Right. Gay was primarily used for men.
Mm-hmm.
Lesbian is primarily used for defining women.
Right. And queer
is GLBTQNZPDFRNBAO.
What the hell is that?
Just every letter in the alphabet all mixed up.
Oh shit! I was about to say. I'm like, I'm not talking about. But anyway, but anyway, queer is a catch-call term that encompasses any identity outside of cisgender, someone who does not identify as transgender, heterosexual, allosexual. So I just guess that they might be attracted to just that certain type of male ish look, I think.
But you also missed gray sexual and demisexual.
Well, it's demisexual.
Demisexual refers to the condition of sexual attraction generally to someone the individual knows very well. You've developed a rapport with them, and you may be having a loving friendship, and that you tend to only feel sexual attraction under those conditions.
Oh, okay.
So that's somebody that only feels sexually attracted to people that they've developed a deep friendship and a relationship with, and at that time.
That's some friend zone shit. That's
some deep friend zone stuff.
Yes, that's the one that always leering around like Roger, go home, Roger, from like sister. So or Urkel.
Wouldn't life be so much easier if we just didn't have all these labels and you could just be?
Well, no. Well, it depends. I mean, people want to know where they. I think people want to know where they stand. I think to certain people, some people want to know where they belong, and I don't.
But why do we have to create that connotation? Why can't we say, "Hey, what do you like, Wilby K?" And Wilby K could say, "Hey, I like men with hairy armpits, and I like women."
But why do I want to like men? I don't want to like men.
But you're free to say what you want instead of defining yourself in a category. So what would you consider yourself out of all the categories we talked about?
I'm like a hetero I have to look at a couple of them. I'm at least
There
three.
you go. That's the first
I'm
problem.
at least 2 or 3 of them.
Right. That's the first problem. You can't even define your own self.
I'm saying I'm lost in a world of indifference. You know, what was the other sexual? Was there one more sexual?
Gray sexual.
Asexual?
Yeah, someone who falls at the lines between sexual and asexual. That means like when they're drunk, they're sexual. When they're out of their mindset, they may be sexual. Or certain times they feel sexual, but most of the time they feel asexual.
Why you explain it, man?
That's like somebody that doesn't want to have sex, except when like a particular situation happens that they want to have sex.
Oh.
And then the rest of the time they're asexual and they don't want to deal with it.
Oh, okay. Is that usually under some type of? Well, what's usually the circumstance, or or that you? From I'm not saying that you know, but what would be the circumstance to be in that category when you're being asexual? Is it I'm drunk today, but I'm not drunk. Like if you have on this dress and you're drunk and I'm drunk, wow, you're the hottest thing going. But if I'm sober and you're wearing that same drunk, get the hell out of here. I can't go with that. Like something like
But that's
that.
not even consent.
Here we go with the consent shit again. It's not about consent. But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
It is. There are some people that just don't really want to have sex. There are people that don't fundamentally have that urge or that desire.
And that would make them asexual.
Correct. But they like being, some of them have fetishes. Some of them just don't like the actual act of sex.
But what kind of people are those?
Trauma.
Yeah, that's right. It could be trauma. That makes sense.
I mean, there's a lot of
age.
Age.
Because I've always said
fear from shit from your mother or your church person.
That's true.
Or fear of Will B. K.
Hey, I don't blame them. Shit, I'm realizing as I get older, and I might have said this before, that I'm realizing as I'm getting older, my balls are getting closer to my body. When I was younger, they be going further towards my knees, but now they're coming up. So now
your eyeballs.
So I'm starting to realize, like, wow, man, my balls are really just. I don't have to lift my arms down so low to grab them. I'm like, they're really like practically.
They're like tightening up.
They're like right, almost like by my dick and balls is now starting to become one instead of one kind of. So I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. But it sucks, man.
Just not having enough sex.
Yeah, it probably might be that. I'm not, can't hold my water like I used to. I'm farting all the time. Get teeth coming out. I got butt itch. I'm drinking water, going I'm all these different things. I'm calling these little kids, young man, come here. I'm stuttering more. I gotta put my face close to the shit to read it. I'm looking into those colonial commercials. Now all of a sudden I'm really interested in them. Like, wow, I need the number for that.
I need to get my retirement home set up.
You know what I'm saying? Eating more bran and shit. Just.
Man, you are not that old, Will.
It's coming. It's coming already, man. Shout out myself and I'm napping all the time. I'm napping mad all the time. I'm napping.
That's because you party too much.
I can't stop napping, man. I just every and I'm napping like 2 or 3 times a day. Like, shoot, wake up in the morning, okay, just up for a little bit. I just need another nap. I'm sleep 3 hours.
So does that mean that you have like a ton of people now in your life that like you just want to cuddle up next to and hug but not have sex with?
That could be. That could be. Because I was going to actually speak to Jen about that, about all the people that you want to kiss and cuddle with but not fuck. I think that I think that during this time right now, that there's such the lack of human touch and the lack of human interaction. I think that kind of it now encompasses what the true nature of the of a relationship now. That not more people want to. It's different when we didn't have the pandemic and you can go out and fuck, and because you have that you can go out and do that thing. But now since we're so far apart from people just lack that human connection. That's just seems like that's more genuine and more appreciative than having sex. I
Yeah, but
think.
how many people do you know in your circle want to like go cuddle and hug other people now, but they don't want to fuck them? And how is that creating the same safeness? Because if I'm going to cuddle and kiss this person, most of the time I'm exchanging breath, exchanging air particles, moisture particles. Like, what's going on, man?
Yeah. So
So is this something that's real, or is this like just something that Kinkley decided to, make a story about? Because I mean, is that what we're talking about when we're talking about somebody like Jen, who's a cuddling professional?
you know, um, the according to the article, and it definitely gave me a couple of there was a couple of good things that I actually uh, that I definitely got out of it. I think that one of the things I got out of it is that, like I said, I think that there's a lot of people worrying. There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of feeling of lack of purpose, since either people are not working, people are not doing what they usually do. People can't go out to the parks, they can't go to the beach, they can't do this, they can't hang out. It's just mental
But
conditioning.
that's not true. You could go to the beach. I mean, I go to the beach every fucking weekend with a group of 200 people, but we social distance and we wear masks, and we tell each other when we get exposed. We do it right, and we party our fucking asses off till then fucking 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, but see, you have not everyone has those resources where you can
No,
go
but not
out
everyone has
with
a
this
fucking brain or a
community.
subway. I mean, we're talking about mostly people that could take the fucking subway to the beach. I
Yeah,
do it.
yeah,
I
but
take the subway and the bus.
yeah, but the thing about it is that it's just the luxury of that freedom to do it with the people that you want to most do it with.
But I
You know.
can't. But like the people that I used to cuddle with and kiss, but not fuck, well, that we're not doing that anymore because that's too close and too personal now, and that's a big change. And I am one of those people that have a lot of people in my life that I kiss and I cuddle with and I snuggle with, but I don't sleep with.
Yeah. But what if you didn't have those people? What if you didn't have those people or the people that you can go to receive that type of.
For me right now, it's creating a lot of like tension. It's creating a lot of stress because that was relieving. It was relaxing to me.
All right, so that's why what I'm
But it's
saying.
it's not there right now because that's not safe.
You know what I'm saying, but that's like I said, it's easy for some people uh, to be able to just turn it off because you're married, you have a lot of friends in your network, people. You always have that. You somehow always got that.
I'm a burner.
So yeah, so we're actually going to take a break for like a couple of minutes, and then we're going to come back with the Trip Over Radio show, and then we're going to talk about some other things. We're going to talk about mindfulness and how mindfulness can help improve your sex life
And your life.
and your life too. Anyway, your boy will be K Hardy
Hardy Brooklyn.
Brooklyn Trip Over Radio show.